two of my older pieces because I have a friend that I brought that has never heard me perform them.
Woo!
And then I'm going to do two from this book that Blue and Morgan got me because they know I love this one. I feel like this mic is so much louder. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
That other mic is louder, but I can turn this one up if you want.
Can you turn it up a little bit? I don't like hearing myself talk. Whoever that was, I'm going to fight you after this. What? They said none of us do. I was like, okay, bye. Hello, hello. That's better. That's a lot better. Okay. This one is about my mom. So I'm going to start with that one. It happened so slowly in the beginning. I think that's why we never really noticed. It was mid-September when you told me the house was haunted, that all the pictures of your childhood that hung so perfectly streamlined down the long hallway suddenly went missing, and how they would turn up under your pillows or in your coffee cups you drank your morning coffee in. And you would laugh about at least the ghost having a sense of humor. And I should have been worried then, but it wasn't until the moving boxes showed up and you could no longer describe your mother's face or father's laughter to me, for they had already been packed away and moved to a forwarding address you couldn't remember long enough to give me, that I began to realize the house you spent your whole life in was falling apart at the hinges. The walls you painted as a child and now faded to a sun-washed version of what they were once, but as beautiful as they ever had been, just no longer strong enough to hold anything old or new on them, and it left us both feeling condemned. Because I remember you telling me when the lights started to flicker and the eviction notice came, you were scared of forgetting who I was or my name because you were the one who gave it to me. And I told you I could remember for the both of us. For when we start the same way we ended, for when we end the same way we started, two perfect strangers who share so much love, I will always leave my light on so you can always find your way back to me. This is another one of mine. I keep the few photographs of my childhood in the trunk of my car and my heart in the bathtub, because it never seemed practical to keep the longing and the loss under the same roof. Like two parents in a long-distance relationship in the same house, sometimes I find the answers in the space between, the truth and the inevitable. Neither thing being wrong, but not feeling right either. Like the space you feel between shoe sizes or the gap between teeth. Yes, someday these spaces will be filled. But it's in the unknowing that scares me. Because once you also held a space in my heart, stretched your arms and laid your head on my ribcage during the season we were birds. But just like most birds do, you left, and we found me to be sedentary. You see, I lost you like a baby tooth. Put the memories under my pillow and wished me back to the child I was before I met you. But the lessons you taught me are the only songs left on the playlist. Your love, a burn on the roof of my mouth that stings any time I think I can say I love you to anyone else. And your presence, a ghost in the house, I hope someone someday soon will eradicate. All right, I have two poems by one of my favorite poets, Rudy Francesco, from his book Helium. He is a Latin poet. He's amazing. This one's called Horizon. I hope I haven't already driven past my greatest moments. I hope there is something beautiful on the horizon that's just as impatient as I am. Something so eager, it wants to meet me halfway. A moment that is deliberately staring at its watch, trembling with nervousness, frustration, and bursting at the seams, wondering what's taking me so long to arrive. My last poem is Vanish. They will push you away, tell you to leave, but have no idea how good you are at following instructions. When you vanish, but your ghost becomes a guest they cannot get rid of, and the memory of you plays resurrection with their smile. They will ask where you went, if you will come back, and why you gave up so easily, as if they didn't own the voice that requested your disappearance. They know now how solitude does not scare people like us, and our absence is something that we are not afraid to give to those who call